welcome to Mrzinski Family Homestead. Dee's Homestead's in the house. And we
gonna
got Pat in the house.
Don't forget you too.
Man.
We got another camera over here too. So
No,
the other channel,
We got two channels going. We're not actually combined like, what is that? How you combine them?
I don't know. All I know is the emblem has a duck on it. That's how I remember it.
StreamYard.
Yeah,
StreamYard,
we
they put two different channels together.
So we're kind of like lopsided.
We got two channels going live at the same time in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
So basically, we're not StreamYarding or doing any kind of Zoom to get everybody in one shot.
Translation, we need a director.
Yes, we do need a director.
All right, guys. So tonight, I'm super excited. Tonight is our lovely pre-game HOA.
Yes, it is.
Who's excited about it? I mean, I know I am.
I'm excited about
I'm excited.
I look forward to this event every year.
Yes.
And Pat, this is your first year?
It is, yes. Not really knowing what to expect.
You're gonna meet a lot of people and see a lot of new things.
So there was a lot of people, Pat, that I saw on Facebook asking, like, what are some of the things that I should expect going to the HOA event and stuff like that. So some of the stuff that I had told them that they should expect is, A, bring water and have it in your car.
Already part of the plan.
And
B,
have your lunch.
be prepared for long lines. And C, be comfortable with crazy YouTube people walking around with cameras.
I'm out.
No, we can't go nowhere.
Because there's tons of other YouTube channels and everyone's walking around with a camera and yeah, you're gonna be on film. So
There is, yeah. But yeah, just make sure that you have your lunches packed, and so that way you ain't got to stand
Now,
up.
last year they did have food trucks and stuff. So I mean, if you didn't want to pack your lunch, you could get it at a food truck. But 90% of the homesteaders, they bring their own food. So
A lot of them.
yeah, a lot of people do just take a break, go out to their car, or even
I would think that kind of
bring
makes
it with
sense.
us.
Yeah.
They're homesteaders, they're making their own food, they're bringing their own food. That makes an awful lot of sense to me. But
yes, it does.
maybe not to others, I don't know.
Now the other people that are probably just ain't quite there yet, they're probably the ones that are buying at the trucks. I mean, yes, last year, even though we were there, we bought some stuff at the trucks.
Yeah, because your daughters couldn't leave without having ice cream, and it was cold.
I thought it was a
outside.
funnel cake. Didn't they have a funnel cake?
Yeah, they had a funnel cake too.
I was gonna say, and I'm not gonna lie.
That was like the junkiest thing.
I bought food there last year too.
That was like the junkiest thing there, and they got a funnel.
Yeah, I was like,
Really?
hey, we're gonna get a funnel cake, and there it is.
I bought some pizza there last year, and honestly, I thought it was pretty decent until Pat just made his for supper tonight, and yeah.
In case y'all don't know Pat personally, he is the pizza man that we did a video on with the half acre lot. You have a garden.
Total lot acreage was 0.2 acres. I haven't done any actual math, but I figure the garden is about 0.05 acres.
Yeah, but it was a big garden. Like, you shoved a lot of your food and your produce into your little backyard. That was amazing.
Well, and I was saying to Pat earlier, I'm pretty sure that he grows more on his little 0.2 whatever acre lot than what I grow on my 50 acres right now that I have.
I would like to say I'm trying to grow.
Okay.
It looks really impressive. I didn't get anywhere near as much as what I wanted out of it this year, but most of that was because of neglect, I think. When it got too hot, I was just like, I'm not going outside. But now that it's cooling, we were talking about earlier, now that it's cooling down,
Yeah.
peppers are starting to come back to life. Before we left, I had one of my, I think it's a poblano pepper, had like 4 or 5 on it already. I got cayenne pepper, it's got hundreds of flowers on it. So I haven't given up hope yet.
Okay.
Make sure you take some of those cayennes and all those peppers home with you. Y'all split those up.
Well, we're
I
gonna
am peppered
we're gonna
out.
make
I'm not
jalapeno-
taking any peppers in with me. I'm good.
We're gonna make jalapeno poppers. So we can't forget about that.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the hot sauce smash I got going on the counter right now.
Alright. So D, what is one of the things that you remember from last year at Homesteaders of America? What is one of your favorite things?
Like for me, my favorite thing, like a lot of people go there for the classes and stuff like that. I don't necessarily. I like to watch the classes later whenever they come out online for the members to be able to watch. One of the main things that I like to do is I like to go around and see all the different vendors. What do the vendors have that's new this year that they didn't have before? And there's new vendors. Like every year they keep adding new vendors. Like I know Abundance Plus is going to be set up there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I asked Justin and them about it 2 weeks ago whenever I saw them at the Superb Canning Food Independence. So I know Justin and them will be set up there with Abundance Plus. So I mean, I like seeing that, and then just meeting all the different YouTube channels and just different people in general. It doesn't even have to be that they have a channel, just different people in general that are into homesteading and growing their own food and cooking amazing pizza and
amazing pizza.
Yeah.
You're still stuck on the pizza.
I am still stuck on the pizza. That thing was amazing.
All right, Stephen, what was one of your memorable? Oh, I can't even say.
Well, I like going around, talking to people and meeting up with other YouTube channels, just like what Derek was saying, and just trying to hold conversations, because it's easy to hold a conversation with somebody when everybody's there for the same.
When you have something all.
Yeah.
Everybody's there for the same reason, everything's in common of each other. So it's so easy to just go up and talk to somebody and just, start a conversation. You might talk for hours.
Conversation doesn't have to start with, "Are you a homesteader?"
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because you're sticking roughly 5,000 people all in one small area that all have the same common goals and interests.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And even though some of them might be a little different, like
Yeah,
me,
some of
I'm
them,
I'm into firewood too, and a lot of other people might not be into that. And
Yeah.
some might be into beekeeping, and I'm not totally into beekeeping, but still, in general, we all have that same goal of becoming self-sustainable.
And if it comes down to trading and bartering with anybody, if you don't want to do bees and somebody down the road of you is doing bees,
Right.
you could swap honey for firewood or honey for something else,
Correct.
And that would help out a lot when it comes down to that situation, if you ever had to do it. And the same thing with us, like we're gonna do some animals. Not quite sure what we're wanting to do yet.
Chickens first.
I know we're doing chickens and pigs. After we get our woods cleared out, we're gonna do cows. Hopefully the land comes up for sale behind us, and we have enough cash to buy it.
That's a long way.
But that's 100 acres.
That's a long.
But
I mean, that would be a good addition, though. Another
Yeah.
100 acres on top of the 12 that you guys already have.
Well,
13.
it's about 13.
Yeah.
So, but that would be great because that's all pasture land with a couple ponds in it, But other than that, yeah. So,
Shannon, what about you? What are you most interested in seeing at this event coming up, or doing, or?
Honestly, I like the vendors. I like seeing what's out there and what other people have created and what other people have come up with. Because all the vendors, they're all unique in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Even if they do the same thing, there's always something different about each vendor there. So yeah, I enjoy the vendors.
I like the vendors.
I like talking to the vendors, talking to the people that are there running the vending areas, just seeing what their outcome is. And we did some interviews last year on that, and we didn't quite get everybody to do an interview.
Why not?
It was just
way too many people.
It was just way.
With 3 kids, okay?
Yeah, 3 kids. It was hard to sit in one place for a good 10 or 15 minutes
Because
and
Levi
try to
would take
talk
off.
and do video recording, and then a conversation started off somewhere else, and we had to stop and then start back up again. Just out of the blue, it was all over the place, and you could just take in what you can take in and just remember it.
Absorb it.
Yeah, absorb it. And for the most part, talking to the bigger YouTube channels, just to see what their input is on everything. and getting to meet them, that helped out a little bit too.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of something. So, if anybody doesn't know, I was in the Navy. I was taught in the Navy, if you have to go to somebody to ask them a question, bring a pen and a paper so that you don't have to call them up again and ask them again. Don't waste their time twice. And I'm not saying anything bad about what you were doing, but it just reminded me that I should have brought a notebook and a pen so that I'm talking to these people, I can write stuff down so I remember later on.
Yeah.
Things
And that was actually one of the things that I put on the Homesteaders of America website when people were asking like stuff to bring. That was one of the things that I put was notepad and pen.
I wish I would have thought of it. I just was trying to get so much together getting up here. We packed half the house, I think, to get it up here. But I definitely wish I would have brought something to write stuff down after talking to people and, hey, that's a good idea. I got to remember to do that. And not sitting in my backyard 3 months from now going, what did he say?
Yep.
Well, that's why we got the cameras. We just hit record, and then we don't need a pen and paper.
And if you need a notebook, I can get you a notebook. There's 2 bolt bags in there with a notebook in it. I'm pretty sure I can get you something.
I was going to say, and if you're a member of HOA and you're talking about at one of the lectures, what somebody said at one of the lectures that you're sitting at.
Well, I was thinking more primarily just talking one-on-one with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because the lectures, you'll be able to go back and watch those. Typically, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, somewhere in that neighborhood, they'll show all these. They'll put them all on there to where members are allowed to go on and watch all the videos from this year.
I'll have to remember that.
But yeah, Steve Nighthawk said go and pull on Doug's beard and say Nighthawk said it was fake.
If he's a big guy, I'm not in on that.
Doug is a really big guy, yes.
Sorry, sir, ain't happening.
Oh man, can you imagine?
Hey, but he was supposed to call me.
Yes, he was.
On Dee's Homestead, I actually won. What was that?
That was the Find Doug contest from last year's HOA event.
Yeah, actually, Dee's Homestead on YouTube put a Find Doug contest on his walk around through HOA, and I found him actually more than what you found.
Yeah, because I literally, when I watched the video, it was like the 4th time editing that video, and I caught just a glimpse of Doug as I was spinning the camera. And then I went back through and I watched it again. So the 5th time, I'm like, okay, that's the only spot I see him. And then by the time we ran that contest for I think I ran it for like 3 months to give everybody lots of time to watch that video. And I think by the end, I know you guys had found him 4 times, and I think someone else had found him 5. And I was like, I never even saw him more than the first time in like 6 times of watching the video. And I made sure I asked Doug it was okay to do the contest since it was him. Yeah. Like I reached out to him, made sure he was okay with it. He was fine with it. He thought it was a good idea, and he even offered. He said, whoever's the winner, keep me in the loop and I'll call them. Yeah. But like I said, I don't know if he was having issues with the internet and stuff at the time. There was some stuff going on, I know. So that might be why he didn't actually reach out to you. I don't know. But you can ask him tomorrow.
I'm going to ask Nighthawk. I'm going to ask him tomorrow. How come I didn't get his phone call? And he might say, "What are you talking about?"
I was going to say, chances are I doubt he rememers.
Well, if you don't remember, I'm going to bring it up. And D is going to be with me.
Y'all are hilarious. So. What is?
Make sure y'all hit the like button on Dee's Homestead and also our channel. We appreciate it.
Yep, both channels, please hit the like button.
All right. So Herbert Fred says, "Glad to see us doing better." Yeah, this past week has been rough on.
Well,
rough on me and Steven.
It's been more the past week. It was probably been 2.5 weeks, at least.
I'm telling you, this is so weird, me sitting here on camera with you guys instead of sitting there moderating and seeing all the chat.
I know.
I'm sitting here with no chat. I can't see anything. I'm just like, ah.
I keep looking up there. I'm like, is Dee's Homestead on here?
Yeah, no, he's not on there.
No, he's right there.
Yeah.
He's 5 feet from me.
Yeah, he's not on there reminding people to go check out your soap store with the little link and all that stuff, or hit the thumbs up or any. He's not doing any of that tonight. He's just being lazy.
Yeah, as you all know, my wife here, she sells soap. We have our own soap website. So y'all can check that out. We can maybe pop a link up there somehow or another while we're all here. I don't know how
It's
we're
good.
gonna do
I
it.
got to tell you, it's good stuff. I bought some from you guys when we were at the farm where you live in Spartanburg.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I haven't used it all. I have so much soap. I'm trying to do a little bit here, a little bit there. But I used the chocolate mint one.
Yeah.
It was good. I like it.
Well, I'm glad. That's actually turned out to be my favorite.
I forget what else I got.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I can justify that the chapstick works amazing because like 2 weeks ago, or 2 days ago, my lips were just horrible, and I've been using their chapstick like the past 2 days, and it's cleared it up pretty decent. They're still chapped a little bit, but not near as bad as what they were before. So.
And I know from us camping in the woods for those 4 or 5 days,
we
just
actually
being by
got
the fire, like my lips were horrible. They were burnt, and I know my that's the
We're
first
gonna
thing
put
I
your face in the
grabbed.
fire.
No.
just from being cold out and damp, and then all of a sudden getting next to a fire and getting hot.
Yep.
It'll chap your lips up, and yeah, we were both using it.
These Herbert Fry says, D, you're in South Carolina as well. No, so we are actually in Virginia.
I was gonna say we're all in Virginia.
Yeah, we all kind of rented a house together to kind of hang out and just to everybody just to get together for this event. And so yeah, we're actually in Virginia.
Yep, we're gonna be Front Royal, Virginia tomorrow. HOA.
Yeah, the Warren County Fairgrounds.
And Saturday.
Warren County Fairgrounds, and what time's it open? 7?
Oh, we don't know.
I think they said that they're opening the gate. I think the last I saw, Amy had posted that they're going to actually open the gates at like 5:30 in the morning.
Oh god.
Just to try and make sure that the traffic doesn't get out of hand like it did last year at the same time.
Yeah,
But
and there was people waiting out there by the
But
main highway.
Just to let y'all know, we ain't getting there at 5 o'clock in the morning because I ain't gonna wait until they open in a vehicle.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna wait until it probably calms down and go probably around 8 or 9.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to sleep in till normally 5:30 is my wake up time anyhow, whether I have an alarm set or not.
Like
so,
as y'all
yeah.
know, we live at me, my wife, and my 3 kids, which is out there in the other room. We reside in South Carolina, and Pat and his wife here, they reside in South Carolina. And Dee's Homestead, he resides in Pennsylvania.
Yep, Western PA.
Western PA. Okay.
You said that like you don't want to claim the other side of PA.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
so. No,
I don't blame you.
I claim all of PA, but
In the neighborhood, we called that West Pennsylvania.
yeah. I just know, like, when you get to 81 and go east, like, that's almost into New Jersey, so yeah. Nothing against those people over there. I still like you if you're from Eastern PA, but it's just different.
I'm out.
Different lifestyle. That's basically what it is.
Well, we're more mountains over where we're at, and they're not quite as mountainous as where
Yeah.
I'm just used to the mountains, so.
I love the mountains. I
do too.
really do.
Yeah,
I was telling you earlier, my hometown is Lewistown, Pennsylvania, not
Yep.
far from where you're at.
right.
And I love it up there. And I got to convince the wife if you want somebody up there to make you some pizza.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
down for that.
Yeah, so my daughter or anybody else who's watching that's tried to get me to sell you some land, and I've always said no. I actually offered Pat some land earlier whenever I had the pizza. So, sorry.
30 years. I've been doing it for 30 years.
Yep.
So somebody said the other night at the restaurant I work at, was like, yeah, he knows a thing or two. I was like, yeah, 1 or 2.
Yeah, very good pizza.
Y'all, please hit the like button on either channel. Hit the like button. It helps us out. It helps YouTube push our videos out there to get
Hey.
a broader span on everything. Y'all go hit the like button. We appreciate it.
Heather from Heather says that she wants all of y'all to come to Oregon, and she'll
You
give everybody
paying?
a job.
Are
She'll
you
give
paying?
everybody a job if we bring HOA there.
I thought I saw something
Oh.
from Melissa K. Norris that they're going to be doing something out there pretty soon.
I was going to say, I'm surprised that they don't do something out there already.
Seems to me that next year, if you're out west and you're looking for something, check out Melissa K. Norris. I know she's been talking about it. You didn't mention it earlier. Don't forget to like Dee as well. Dee's Family Homestead?
Dee's Homestead.
Dee's Homestead.
Yep.
Don't forget him as well. But I think they're planning 2024. I think is what I heard. They're planning on doing something. But Melissa K. Norris, check out Acre Homestead. I think she talked about it. Elliott Homestead. I can't remember who else I heard talking about it. But yeah, I think there's something coming. Keep your ears open for it.
So, Pat, is this being your first year? What are some questions you have as to what are you expecting?
I honestly don't know. I've just watched it the last couple of years. I've been interested in getting into homesteading. I want to try and find and buy some of my own land. The purpose of wanting to go and talk to you guys and why I go down and help Stephen and Shannon on their property is I want to learn. I learn better by doing hands-on.
Okay.
So that's part of what I guess I'm looking for out of this is some networking, meet some new people who might be able to help me or be resources to talk to if I have questions about something I want to do.
Right.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. But just learning, which again is why I'm surprised I didn't think to bring a notebook and pen.
Yeah.
Because that's generally what I do is learn, write notes, things that are important to me, that make sense to me, that I can relate to what I want to do on my property. I am looking to do chickens here pretty soon. I'm not supposed to have chickens, but I'm looking to do chickens on my property for having some laying chickens soon. So I'm looking for resources and ideas, and my wife is going.
I was going to say, I see that look she's giving you from over there. It doesn't look very good.
Just don't get a rooster, that's all.
Just don't get a rooster.
Well, so I live in an association. I've been thinking about, I would love to just say, screw it and get some chickens and, just do something to keep them quiet.
Yeah.
Well, I recently found out that literally down the street from me, somebody has chickens. I'm like, oh, really?
Or just stick them back there.
Maybe that's the person head of HOA.
Not like that.
Stick them back there on that little piece of property that's technically not yours, and just say they're not my chickens, or rent the chickens.
Well, yeah, I saw that thing with Joel Southern. Right?
Yeah, rent the chickens.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been renting them.
I've thought about that. And before I even found out somebody down the street had some, I was talking with my neighbor who has since moved away. They were only renting, but they were thinking about getting chickens. So I was like, I've been seriously thinking about doing it. I was like, if you want to do it, I was like, let me know. We'll go in together and get some chickens. Maybe we'll do like a cross yard coop so we both have access to it or something, give them a little more space. But they moved before anything could happen about it. But after I found out about the neighbor with the chickens, I'm like seriously.
One chickens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pigs wouldn't be bad either because bacon goes good on pizza. I'm just saying.
I'm with you, but I think they're going to be harder to hide from the HOA.
I mean,
not unless they dig a big hole.
That backyard garden you have, it hides pretty well. I mean, from what I saw, it looks like you could maybe hide one or two.
Until they start squealing.
Yeah.
Or until they start flying up on the fence.
Yeah, that might cause issues.
You see photo. Your neighbors are your chicken is in my yard from your neighbor next door.
Say that again?
You're gonna be like, you're gonna receive a knock on the door or a phone call saying, is this your chicken in my yard?
Well, yeah, what I want to do is do some kind of
Say heck no, I seen a hawk chasing that thing through the air. It was flying. And it just landed here.
I want to do some kind of enclosure where that's not even really a concern.
Yeah.
Nature's always right. He was recently in California. He moved to Tennessee. In his property in California, he had like an actual enclosure, and that's kind of something that I was looking to try and duplicate. Something along those lines. But it will mean that I'm growing less in my garden. But I think I'll manage.
Okay, now I'm having issues trying to see comments on my up here, but if you're on Rosinski Family Homestead and you have questions about HOA, throw them in the comments down below and we'll try and answer them for you.
Yeah, we got 8 people on here. We got 4 likes. What do you got?
It shows I have 2 people on and 2 likes, which I'm pretty sure I told someone last night I was probably only going to have 2 people on tonight. No, it's one up higher than that. I'm just joking around. Just right now, it just
I
happens
was
to be
hoping
two.
to have. I was wanting to have about 500 or 600 people.
I mean, that would be nice. But I did see when I went on, since this is actually the first time I've been live, I did see it told me that like they were going to limit how many people they were going to let in my live to start with.
Oh wow.
So I don't know whether.
That's not
It's
fair.
like a trial and error.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said like they said once you have your 1,000 subscribers, then they don't limit that anymore. But it was saying that since I'm less than 1,000 still, so if you're not subscribed, either channel, please subscribe.
Yeah.
And there's benefits to subscribing too, because
We do
shortly,
giveaways.
I was gonna say shortly after HOA, I'll be announcing a big giveaway. And since they were just talking about Joel Salatin, I'll let you know that one of the prizes is a signed book for the subscriber that wins from Joel Salatin. He signed it just 2 weeks ago at the event that I was at. I got him to sign it. So he wrote a nice little note in there for whoever the winner is. I can't even remember which book he picked because I let him pick it himself. I said, whichever book, Joel, you think would be the best for someone who's just getting started. So that's what he did.
You're gonna get a good one.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
I got the farm where you live. I got his was it
Alright.
micro chickens or
Herbert
chicken?
Fraz is subscribing now.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
Herbert Fraz is a subscriber to D's Homestead.
Good deal. I appreciate it.
The farm where you live. I bought his micro chicken book.
Okay.
And
Hey Lulu, how you
I
doing?
have him sign it, and I showed him the picture of the Instagram thing in my garden. He's like, "Whoa, that's some." He's like,
Oh, yeah.
you're getting it done."
Yeah, I know when I saw their video and saw your backyard, I was just like, there's no way. That's amazing. That's just,
His yard was.
yeah.
I mean, you had paths that wide probably. One spot was about 3 foot wide, but the other ones are about this wide.
I was going to say, I can't remember what you guys had that video. Shannon, do you remember what was that video named?
It's called Pizza Man and the Benefits of Wood Chips.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. If you haven't seen that video, go to Mrazinski Family Homestead and look for that video and watch it. And just look at Pat's backyard. It's crazy how much stuff he has growing in that backyard.
I've even got more stuff since they were there too. I got some goji berry bushes and another berry bush. And I'm planning on doing more stuff. I haven't figured out what I want to do, where I'm going to put it. I'm thinking about ripping up some. I have some shrubs on the side of the house. I'm thinking about ripping those up and putting something to actually grow food.
Okay.
So maybe some grapevines down the side there.
I am. Alright, guys, so, yeah, I had to step out. I'm still a mom on top of a YouTuber, so. Mom duty
Excuses,
called.
excuses.
I was going to say, you're doing a good job, though.
I know.
You jump out, then jump right back in.
Yeah, now Levi's saying, Ma.
Yeah, because you don't know how to come back in here.
It's alright.
Alright. But now, so I do want to say hi to everyone that is in here. There's Heather from Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Nighthawk.
I was
Nighthawk.
number 3.
Okay.
Night Strungness is in here. Let's see who else is in here. Herbert Fries is in here. Miss Cindy with Lulu's Treasure Chest is in here. What's the cost for the membership to HOA? I do not know.
I think it's 45 for a basic, if I remember right, and I think it's 65 or 75 for the premium membership.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 2 different levels you can get. One's like 35 or 45, and the other one's I think either 65 or 75. But I'm pretty sure Pat's looking it up right now, so he'll have the exact number for you in just a second.
And the tickets were. What were the tickets? It was not. What was the tickets? How much?
It was $90 for 2 adults all weekend.
90 or 95.
It was one of them. I don't know either.
What was it?
That was like
I can't remember.
years
Say
ago.
again?
What was it? How much did it cost for the tickets?
What was he asking for the tickets
I
or
would
for the
say-
membership?
No, just the tickets for
I'm saying,
4-H.
I want to think. I want to say it was 50. Tina would know better than me after the fiasco we had.
Yeah, so
I can't remember what the heck it was. We bought them so long ago.
I was gonna say I can't remember either because literally as soon as they came up for sale in February, I think it was, is whenever I bought mine. Like,
yeah, that's when. Well,
it was
yeah,
within a couple weeks of when they went up on sale. I instantly bought mine. Like I gotta
Yeah.
make sure I don't miss out.
It's a good event to come to. I mean, we all have fun. Granted, I wish it was like a 4-day event rather than a 2-day event, just because there's so many things and you got to take it in so quickly, and there's so many things to see in the 2 days that's there, and there's so many people that come to this thing. Even though it's a pretty big, I mean, it's not a ginormous fairground, but I mean, it's pretty big.
No, but I had said to Amy like last year afterwards, I just sent her a quick little email and stuff, and I had said to her like it's probably time to start looking for a bigger fairgrounds. They said that they weren't, but then I just heard a rumor, I don't know how true it is, maybe Amy will let us know this weekend, but that they are looking for a bigger venue. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I had heard though. So maybe they are looking for a bigger venue for down the road, but for now I think they're happy with where we're at. Well, no, I like the event. I think it's a good place. Well, I mean,
that's what the hell.
I'm sure they appreciate you offering this place up.
He probably ain't gonna offer it. It was just a thought.
Joel, that's Steven who just offered your property up.
The same Steven.
Hi, Jesse Gypsy.
The same Steven that actually did what now? Fixed his truck.
Rescued him.
I
rescued him.
I rescued Joel Salatin at the Farm Where You Live event in South Carolina.
That was hilarious.
And
Joel thought he was crazy, but
he thought I was nuts and crazy, but I managed to get that truck off of that tree stump.
well, see, even
And I tell you what, the truck was on top of a tree stump, probably 2.5 foot tall, and it was the truck was sitting on the transmission pad. But and the front tires were hovering off the ground.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
All right, so to be a member of the HOA, basic is $35 a year. The VIP is $75 a year.
Okay, so 35 and 75.
Yes.
And I'm not going to go over what each one covers. If you want to, you can go to the homesteadersofamerica.com, go to the members area and join or become a member.
Yeah.
And it's well worth it. There's a ton of information on that website.
Especially if you're starting out and wanting to learn stuff and figure things out so you don't do a bunch of mistakes and get the wrong things or get the wrong tools to do what you're going to do with certain animals or such things. I mean, it's
Unlike us, trial and error.
I mean, for the most part,
School of Hard Knocks.
There's worksheets and stuff on there that you can get to help you
yeah.
like remember your finances and stuff from this year for next year, and there's all sorts of stuff
That's
they
what
have
we
on
need.
there. So
That's what we need.
well, like me, like I started like I try and keep track of like, okay, when did I start my pellet stove in the house
Yep.
in the fall, and then how much did I burn through so that I can sort of project for next year and get a rough idea.
I got you.
In other words, sometimes you forget, like, crap, how many pallets of pellets did I burn through last year? Was it 2 or 1 or?
Yeah. But no, we let's see what else. So, what are some of the people? Who are you looking forward to see speak at this HOA event, Dave?
Well, probably Justin, Joel. I'd like to see both of those speak again. I don't know. I didn't get a chance really to look over the whole schedule, so I don't know exactly who all's speaking. There was a couple. I know there's one tomorrow morning on security on the Homestead. That's one that definitely is right up my alley, so I'm definitely interested in that. So I want to check that one
Now,
out.
is that security from the Bears?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. That might be what we find out at the event tomorrow, what exactly he's speaking about, because it doesn't really say on there, it just says security.
That means booby trap the property.
I mean, I'm interested in that part too. I mean,
I'll show you how we get it back in NAM.
Dig a hole, guys!
No, but like even though I'm down here, like I know Steven and Shannon, you guys were both sitting in there in the living room earlier whenever we were sitting there, and then my phone just started going crazy, and I looked and said, oh, it's because my sister's there at the house taking care of my dog. Like, yeah. I have cameras and stuff watching everything, so even when I'm at an event like this, I still have security on the Homestead. I still know what's going on. And of course, all my neighbors are retired state troopers, so I mean,
Let me make a note. Don't sneak on
Yeah.
these property.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, see, that's why. That's one of the reasons why we do not move our camper onto the property because it's a brand new camper.
Right. Right.
And we're gonna be out of town, and we really don't know exactly who travels up and down, especially on the weekend. We don't know exactly who travels up and down that road, and I mean, there's hunters. I mean, we've had a hunter shoot our water tank one time. So
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I definitely don't want a gun shot towards my camper that I just spent all this money on.
Right.
So that's why we didn't move our because we really don't have any security.
It's muzzleloader season in South Carolina right now in our zone. It's muzzleloader for a week, and then it comes in full blown rifle season.
Yeah.
So basically,
Doesn't rifle season start Monday?
October 11th
Yes.
is rifle, but we don't got our hunting licenses yet.
Oh, I will have
Remember?
it. It don't matter. I got my tag.
I have
I'll
mine. What are you guys waiting on?
I don't.
We forgot. We keep forgetting. Like the deer process.
We've been doing so much stuff. I'll be honest. I mean, it's a lot of it's not on camera, y'all. But we've been doing so much stuff that
We forget.
I mean, it comes out to the end of the day, and you're like so exhausted, you just want to go lay down and go to bed. Yeah, that's how tired, we've been. And even though you want to get it, and it only take maybe 5 minutes more to do something, you don't even want to do it.
Yeah.
You just want to sit in the shower. I mean, literally, in our shower at the house where we were living at, it had a seat. There was a seat in the shower. I would literally sit there to take a shower because I was so tired standing up.
Well, and see, like
That's why you took all the hot water.
now that's one of the advantages, though. Like for you guys, like I don't know if you guys felt the same way I did last year after leaving this event, but like for me, I just felt like invigorated and wanted to just go home and start like tearing into projects.
I know.
But for me, when I got home, it's like almost ready to snow. So projects are done for this year. So this is really a bad time to have this. But at the same time, it's a good time to have it because if they did it in the middle of summer, everybody's busy doing projects, so nobody's going to show up.
Yeah.
So it's a good time for them to do it up here.
You could. It's probably a good time for you in your weather situation to prep and get everything listed what you want to do first, second, and third.
Get your materials together.
And get everything together so when it's time to break into it full bore, you got everything ready to go and you don't need to run to this hardware store or go to here and go there to get stuff. Wasting time. You could do that on the snowy days.
Right. Like I still have a little bit of work left to do this year as far as the garden goes. Like I need to remove the garden if I can ever get it to stop producing. Like it just, I can't get it to stop producing.
Yeah.
Zucchini.
Well, just-
If anybody out there needs some zucchini, please let me know.
Exactly. You're in the same boat that I was.
Oh, my
like,
goodness.
A couple weeks ago, I'm telling you, I had enough of squash and zucchini. I was so tired of it.
We probably have enough to fill a tractor trailer up.
I'm really thinking I'm just going to rip out the garden shortly after I get back. And I really want to put clover down and just leave clover to sort of put that nitrogen and stuff back into the soil over the winter.
I recently bought seed to do a cover crop as well. I don't know if I'm debating on whether I'm going to do a cover crop or put more brassicas down.
Well, and for me, it all depends because, like, if the clover comes up pretty quick, I mean, my one deer stand is right by where my garden is, so it sort of fits in perfect if the deer come for the clover. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, the clover works great.
Yeah.
It does
Clover
work great.
fixes your garden just perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Nighthawk, we have not forgotten about the Wendy's tickets for the kids. The Frosties, we have not forgotten about those.
We thank you for that. We appreciate that 100%.
Right,
And we glad we met you the other day.
Can you please answer him?
What's
so
up,
quit
bud?
saying Dad.
What's up, buddy?
As I was saying, you might as well just let him come out.
Yeah.
He always gets on you guys' live.
I
You
know.
might as well let him come get in on this one, too.
Oh, jeez, Louise, bud.
You just wanted a hug. You wanted to be in front of the cameras too.
Here, look, say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi to Dee's. Say hi to Dee's.
Say hi over here, too.
Say. All right.
He is something else, y'all. Now he's ready to go. He
All right.
said his piece.
Yeah.
See, that's all he wanted.
That's it.
He just wanted to come be on camera. He's gonna be
to make
famous
his
before he's even a
presence known.
teenager.
Exactly.
He is. Everybody wants to see him on the channel rather
I
than
know.
us.
All right. Well, he is something else. Good Lord.
So Shannon, you asked. So what speaker are you looking forward to seeing the most this weekend?
I really want to talk with Soland.
I was gonna say I'm really
Because-
hoping Jason and them are gonna be there.
Yeah, I really want to talk to them. I do not know if they are coming or not, but I believe they are because I don't think they've missed an event.
I was gonna say
I
I've
know
never
a lot
seen
of-
him not show up.
A lot of people in the South North Carolina area I have seen say they're not coming, but then again I've seen indications in some of their recent posts that they are coming.
So yeah,
I don't know who it is and is not, but some people who had said they weren't coming, I have seen things that say they are now coming. So
now I really like Jason and Lorraine from Sutherland because they are actually. I like their chicken, the meat chicken ideas.
Yeah.
And her gardening is really amazing. So I'm really super excited. I really want to actually talk to them. I want to sit down and talk with them.
yeah,
But
likewise.
What-
I wouldn't mind meeting them.
2019, him and Lorraine actually gave a class at HOA, and it was on. I'm trying to remember right now exactly. I'm going to get the wording wrong, but it was on like using social media marketing and stuff like that for your homestead.
yeah,
And I went and talked to them, and at the time I didn't have my YouTube channel started, and he wanted to get a little history on me, so he asked me, he's like, "What? Tell me about you." And I said to him, I'm a retired disabled vet. I got out of the military. I bought this old rundown homestead. I still work for the government full time, so I'm very limited on the amount of time I have to invest in this, but my biggest concern was security on the homestead and stuff like that. So he gave me some pointers of stuff to do to sort of keep security under wraps.
hmm
But he's one of the ones who actually pushed me into starting my YouTube channel. If it wasn't for him and Lorraine, I probably wouldn't have started it because we're the ones who really pushed.
Yeah,
like you really need to start that. Like that's something people would want to see.
Yeah.
Well, see, another big inspiration to me is Justin Rhodes. I like how him and Rebecca manages the family, manages their property, does the animals and everything like that. So I'm just super excited about meeting multiple different people.
Yeah. And then off grid with Doug and Stacy, you can't help but laugh because those two are just hilarious. So
I know. I still don't understand why he doesn't wear shoes everywhere.
he just walks around barefoot.
I know.
All throughout the fairgrounds, just walking around barefoot. No
Let
big
him
deal.
come to South Carolina and walk on some sand spurs.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Sand spurs will get you.
Steven, how about you? Who are you most interested to see speak or just to meet
Well,
or
I want to
whatever?
go. Last year, I didn't really finish my conversation up with Justin Rhodes. She stood in line and waited in line with the kids and got pictures and everything. And
Yeah, me and you
talked
were
to 'em.
standing over there talking
Well,
at the
me
time.
and you were talking, and then later on that same day, his wife was getting ready to go speak, and he was walking up the hill pushing a stroller, and I was doing the same thing, and he was like, "Come with me," you know what I mean? Like and I was like, "Hey, Justin," I was like, "Come with me," and we sat there while his wife was speaking in the back. I kid you not, for not even 3 minutes, and there was like 10 people that surrounded us and like tried to push me away, and like I had my conversation already started,
Yeah.
and it was just like blow out of the water, and I was kind of a little upset about it, but I was like, well, everybody wants to see him at this little bit of time frame, but I just let it be, and I was like,
Right.
well, people, granted, Justin Rhodes, where he lives at compared to where we live at, it's probably like an hour and a half. It's not really far away. If I really wanted to go see him, I could probably do it if we email each other back and forth or whatever. But
Well, and you're a member of Abundance Plus, so
and we are life members to Abundance Plus.
yeah. So you have his text.
We
You have his number if you want to
Yeah.
text him and
That's
stuff
what
like that.
bugs me is I've actually messaged him to ask him a question that I seriously had, and I have yet. That was like what 6 months ago. I've yet to receive a text.
Did you
message
follow
back.
up?
Oh, because the girl told me whenever I was at the Abundance Plus at that event 2 weeks ago, she was telling me, like, because I was like, I would never even want to consider texting him. Like, he's too busy. Like, he's not going to want to text me back and answer me. And she's like, no, by all means. She's like, do it because he will answer you back. She's like, sometimes it takes a while and sometimes he loses a message to, if she said, like, if you send him a message and you don't get a response back, send another one, like, give him a couple days. If he hasn't responded back, send him another one and typically he'll get back to you.
Okay.
But I've seen enough of his videos where he talks to people on Abundance Plus that I would think it was more.
Because we were actually wanting to go help him.
Was.
We were wanting to actually go help him do the chickens a while back.
Yeah.
I mean, we got experience in doing it. It's not like we need to learn, but I mean, that's
there's
what.
Different ways of doing.
There's different other ways that I was wanting.
Sorry.
There's different ways of butchering this animal or doing this to this animal. I mean, yes, use a plucker.
Right.
Everybody uses a plucker because everybody sees everybody using a plucker. You don't need to do it that way. Same thing with a turkey. Same thing with anything. A deer. There's different ways to do deer. There's different ways that people, in your neck of the woods, you probably gut the deer in the woods and drag them out and let them hang for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right, because it's cold. In our neck of the woods where we live, we kill the deer, bring it out of the woods with everything still in it.
Got it.
We'll gut it when it's hanging.
Okay.
And then we'll skin it, and then we'll chop it up and put it in a cooler with ice. There's thousands of.
Well, I was gonna say it all depends. Yeah.
And we have to do it that way just because of our climate.
Well, I was gonna say when I was in Washington State and hunted out there, we used to cut them into quarters, and then we would stick them in like the shop that I had at the place that I was renting with the girl that I was living with at the time. We quartered it up, then we would put it in that extra fridge that we had out in the garage, and then just leave it in there for a couple of days. We would put like pans and stuff down, and then just let it sit there for a couple of days, and then we'd go and get it and cut it up whenever we had time.
I will tell you this. My new experience with the me working at the deer processor is I will never again, and I'm sorry, hon, I will never again put deer in a cooler. The meat is not as slimy.
Oh yeah, if it's not in the cooler.
In
the cooler it'll get slimy.
Yeah, like hanging, the actual meat is actually dry, and you can actually grip it with your fingers.
Oh yeah.
You remember me trying to cut?
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
it kept slipping, and I was like, this is ridiculous. So never again will I put it in the cooler. I will always just.
Well, you need to have a cooler to hang them. If you're going to do that, you need to have something in a cold area to hang them.
Well, as of right now, I have that.
To get a cooler, build a cooler. Jason's another good guy to talk to about that. He built one for Justin.
Yeah, I was gonna say him, and then
and he also
Deep South
built
Homestead.
one
I
in the
don't know if
trailer.
you saw that one that they redid at their place too.
I
That's
did.
a really nice
Matter
one.
of fact, Jason did one in that box trailer that he
yeah.
bought, and then he also built Justin Rhodes up there in his attic in his house. I watched that video. I watched the trailer video for his trailer, and matter of fact, when we pick up milk at Roots and Refuge Farm, because we live like 3 miles from Roots and Refuge Farm, they actually borrowed Jason's and Lorraine's Soda Land's trailer when they did their pig butchering.
Okay.
Their trailer was sitting in Roots and Refuge yard, and I was like, "Is that Jason's trailer?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's Jason's trailer." And I was like, "Yeah, I figured that." I was like, "I just wanted to ask to see if that was their trailer."
Yeah.
But just because I recognize it.
And believe it or not,
what I mean?
it is a good idea. It really is a good idea to have a portable cooler.
Yeah, it's good. And honestly, Jeremiah, when I was talking to Jeremiah that same day before we left, he said that he was going to make one of his own. It's going to be bigger than what he used for, bigger. So I was thinking, an 8x20. You know what I mean?
Jeremiah teased a while back about having a new channel of his own with building stuff. eagerly anticipating and waiting for that channel. I've talked to him.
That would actually be a really good channel.
Yeah.
I talked to him about it at the book signing where I
Yeah.
first met you guys. I talked to him about it. He's like, we're just trying to get enough videos. He goes, I want to be able to do enough videos where I can not worry about it. Almost like build a season.
Exactly.
But supposedly it's coming soon. But I'm excited for his stuff to come out.
Now, Pat, you're one of the only ones we didn't ask. Like, who are you most excited to see this weekend or hear speak or?
Well, a lot of the people you guys already talked about. I watched all of them so far. I'd love to meet Justin. He's not. I'm even closer than they are to Justin.
Yeah.
But everybody in that North Carolina, Western North Carolina area, I would love to meet and help them out as well. Learn from them. Jason Sutherland, the Hollers, Justin. Who else? The Fit Farmers out there.
I'm curious as to if the haulers are going to show up. Like, they normally are always here, but then they just
yeah.
had that accident.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they announced that they are not going to be, even before the accident.
Okay, I was going to say, so I didn't know whether they were going to show up this year or not since they don't really have
Well, they showed up last year and
big vehicle to drive, though.
Yeah, but they showed up last year.
Yeah, but they always use that Suburban to tow the trailer.
They showed up last year and they weren't there that long. They showed up like around lunchtime, like.
Oh no, they were there the whole day. They had their camper. They usually camp out right there at the event. So
okay.
Usually they bring their Suburban, tow the camper up, and then stay right there at the event. But like this year now they don't have the Suburban right this second until it's repaired. Or Expedition, yeah. My bad, Expedition. I'm a Ford guy. You'd think I would have got that right.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
Are you trying to call our Chevy Suburban an Expedition?
I mean, I was sort of messing up on that.
We'll see who wins.
I mean, right now you would definitely beat the Haulers. Expedition. I mean,
even if it was running, we'd still beat him.
Well, I do think he got it running the other day, but I don't know if it's actually like mobile.
So I watched that video, and it seems to me that it had there was something wrong with the linkage to where you couldn't even move the tires. But they had a problem.
I thought he got that fixed though towards the end of the video or something.
That he's got fixed. He said it was fixed enough that they could turn it on and drive it down to the shop to get everything else fixed. But it's definitely not drivable.
Yeah, so I don't look for them to be there, but the other ones that always pop in that never really announce that they're coming. Fit Farmer, but I was thinking Wild and Wonderful Off Grid from West Virginia.
Yeah.
They like to sneak in and not ever tell anyone that they're showing up. Like I've seen them 2019 they were here. Last year they were here, so I'm curious as to whether they'll show up tomorrow or not too.
I wouldn't have been them either.
Yeah, they're really nice people. They're really nice people.
They have got a lot done this year.
Yeah, I think Fit Farmer needs to.
That's another one. That's another one.
I wanted to talk to Fit Farmer. They're friends of mine on Facebook.
But
so I see a lot of
Lacey's
stuff.
about to have a baby. She's pregnant.
Not yet though.
Well, I'm sure she's not going to be wanting to hop in a
Walk
car and
around,
drive 6
and
miles.
drive, yeah.
Well, it's good.
Entertain
It's
people.
good to sit there. No, not when you're pregnant, honey.
No, to walk around.
Oh, she wouldn't want to walk around the fairgrounds with 5,000 other people while you're pregnant. Yeah, I can't picture it.
I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I can imagine she's not eager to be there today or this week.
The other one I'm pretty sure is coming, but I could be wrong, is Eustace Conway.
Yeah, he's coming.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he's here this year.
He's coming.
I missed hearing him speak last year. I'd really like to hear him speak this year and see what he has to talk about.
I missed it too, and that's why I spent so much time after he done spoke. I went down to his booth, and we swapped numbers and everything.
I was gonna say just the quality of the merchandise that they have down there at their booth, like all that handmade stuff.
One of his knives.
Yeah, that stuff is amazing.
Who is it?
Eustace Conway from Mountain Men Show on the Discovery Channel or History or whatever it's on now.
I never watched it.
Okay.
Never got into it.
He has Turtle Island Preserve.
It's
like Stony Ridge Farmers went over there a couple of times.
He's one of those rustic
and helped them out with stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the mountain man. He lives in North Carolina, Western North Carolina, and owns a lot of property, and he does everything off grid. He kills his own food. I mean, he don't rely on power or nothing.
He's living the dream.
Yeah, and I didn't hear about Rory either. I don't know if Rory Freak is coming or not.
We thought we passed his bus on the way here.
Well, I was gonna say you can't miss his bus unless he got a new one. You can't miss that big white bus. Like that thing's beautiful.
I thought I was like, that's
You might have, because he would have came up that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, depending on where you think you passed him, because he
It was on 81.
It was
I was gonna say he would have
81.
came across 40 and up 81. So
Yeah.
It was
it
on
might
that
be.
long daggum 81.
It might
and I was
be.
like, Chaz, I was like, that's Rory's bus.
And he told me to roll down the window and yell at the bus driver, "Is that Rory freaking bus?"
I was like, his window's out. The window's open. I was like, holler out the window. I'll ride alongside him.
Yeah, I was like, no, I am not acting like that daggum idiot. I tell you.
All right. Did anyone ask any other questions over there? I don't really have the
Okay.
chats
do
online.
we have any questions from
Yeah.
Nobody's
y'all?
really said anything.
No.
Heather says Homestead.
Jesse Gypsy said hi, guys. I said hello back, and that's.
Yeah, but I saw Jesse Gypsy. It came on mine too and said hi. So
Well, I'm on-
Milk and Honey.
Oh, okay.
like I said, I'm number 3.
okay.
Let's see. Heather from Milk and Honey Heritage Farm says, "Is Doug and Stacy going to be there?"
Yes,
Yes, they
here.
are.
Yes. Yes.
If you watch today's video that Doug had put out, they were already here. So the video he put out, was it today or was it yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday.
It might have been yes.
I don't know. I haven't
well,
watched
today
I
was
watched
the work,
it sometime.
Today was the workshop. Today is the workshop day.
Oh yeah, so it would have been yesterday.
Yeah.
The video he put out yesterday, whenever he was talking
Hey,
about
I
the.
didn't sign us up for any workshops, did I?
I don't know.
Lord, I hope
Too
not.
late now.
I was gonna say, if so, you missed it because you should have been there today.
That's why you got here yesterday.
Yeah.
I
Whoops.
think there was a reason for me to get here yesterday. I just don't know what it was.
Okay.
Or it was a day for relaxation before we went on this long HOA.
I know that's what you guys told me, that you wanted a day
Yeah.
of relaxation before me and Pat showed up and ruined the whole day.
You know
No,
what?
I'm joking. That wasn't what you said.
The funnest part of today is whenever you guys showed up, because then the kids just like got out of my mind and they just went their directions, because I told them they better be on their best behavior. They better say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. They better be like golden children. And so far,
I was gonna say they've done good,
I
yeah.
mean, knock on wood, they're doing good.
That ain't real wood.
I mean, it looks real wood.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like real wood, but it ain't.
Yeah.
Pat's over here knocking on his head. Milk and Honey, Heather says, "See, I'm so jealous. I'm saving money to come next year." I mean, I at least recommend it.
Milk and
to
Honey,
avoid-
here's the only thing that I will tell you. When those tickets go on sale, buy your ticket within those first couple months. If you wait till June, you waited too long.
And
It's going to sell out again.
Tina and I found that out the hard way.
Yeah.
And I don't expect everybody watching would know, but we found somebody online who said they were selling tickets. We started to buy the tickets. We sent him the money that he asked for, and then after we sent him the money, he said, "Okay, I need another $10 or $20 per ticket to change the name on the ticket." It was a whole fiasco. We did end up getting some tickets, but like you said, when they come on sale, get them early. They go fast. If you really want to be here, you need to get them fast.
And my recommendation.
There's a lot of frauds out there that will actually try to sell fake tickets.
Oh, they've had a ton of those this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My recommendation next year too is if you do come, when you get that email, because you get your ticket through your email. So when you get that email, like save that email into a different folder, so that you know where it's at, and you're not sitting there like I did last night for like an hour searching through emails,
I
trying
have
to find the
actually
one with
look-
my ticket.
Yeah, so I have to actually look for that email with the tickets.
Well,
on it.
hopefully it didn't take you an hour like it took me last night to find mine.
And
So
they still
You
do
didn't
too.
bring the paper, didn't you print it out?
No.
We printed out the tickets, and they're still sitting on the printer.
Screenshot.
yeah.
Take a screenshot, save it in a folder.
Yeah, no, that's what I did last night. Whenever I found it, I took a screenshot, and then it's right there in my pictures, so I'll be able to pull it up tomorrow and
Yeah.
get right in.
That's
So.
what
Y'all-
I'm not
I have
using.
it.
If y'all don't know, that's Pat's wife in the background. She's behind the camera.
Yeah, she's over there.
That's why I wasn't too concerned that we left the tickets at home.
Yeah.
But that's what they told me to do. They said make sure that you have, it saved because the internet might not be good and you might not be able to.
I'm
get
gonna
it
look.
to
I'm gonna
product.
look for it as soon as we get off this live, and I'll
No time
find it.
like the
I'm
present.
sure I'll find. Yeah, I know. That's like the daggum.
I was gonna say we are going on an hour anyhow, so at least I'm showing an hour. I don't know what you guys are showing over there on yours, but
59, 56.
yeah.
It is 9:30.
All right.
Yep. All right.
Y'all have any questions for us or anything?
Same on my side. Anybody have any questions or anything?
Yeah, we are losing viewers now. I think everybody's getting ready for bed.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's about time to wrap it up and let everybody go.
Alright guys, so we want to thank everyone for watching.
Well, hold on a minute. Hold on before we get off here. We are going to be videotaping a lot of this Homesteaders of America, so please look forward to our channel, Dee's channel, Patrick's Instagram.
I was gonna say, Pat, do you want to throw a
Yeah, you wanna
shout
put
out
your-
for your Instagram, how they would find you?
I mean, I'm not really looking for subscribers, but if you want to see what I'm doing in my yard, PA Goss 124. My icon is Phoenix.
Alright guys, so thank y'all so much for
You guys have
watching. And may God bless y'all like He has blessed us. And y'all have a wonderful day and good night. And
The day's over with, huh? It's nighttime.
well, that's why I said y'all have a wonderful day and good night. Like, I mean, anyways, y'all know what I mean.
Hey, have a good night, everybody.
These men are
See
trying
y'all.
to
See y'all.
jump.
See y'all on both sides.
Yep.
Already on, dude.